Hey guys, what's up? Back on another video. So right now, I'm actually heading down to this dirt road right here because for the past, I don't know, 6 or 7 years, there's been this OBS Ford sitting up here. You can see it right there, but it's been sitting up here with a flat tire. I've been wanting an OBS Ford to do like a truck build series on, and all the older trucks right now are through the roof. So I figured this. It looks like an old work truck. But I'm hoping this is owned by an older guy that doesn't or hasn't seen the markup on vehicles right now and probably snag it for cheap because it's not in terrible condition. I mean, I could see how you could see that driving by at first glance and everything. But if you look, I mean, so it's an F-250 long bed. I don't know if it's a diesel. I'd have to check under the hood, but I think I'm going to try to use the VIN to figure out who owns it. You can see, like I said, like the paint's a little rough. Headlights are missing like that. This would have been probably an XL, maybe an XLT if we're lucky. But, oh yeah, no, that's an XLT. Huh, it's got a radio in it. I'm surprised the interior hasn't been gutted out yet. But yeah, it's a really nice truck. I mean, you can see there, it's that rust. I believe that's just mainly mud there. There might be a little bit of rust under that, though. I mean, like I said, though, it's not terrible. You gotta keep in mind it's a 90-year-old truck, or 30-year-old truck, a 1990s truck. But, what's that say? I think that's where it said XLT, or XL. I think it's an XLT, because that's too long to be an XL plate, I'd say. But, yeah, I'm gonna actually look up this VIN here and see if I can't figure out who owns this thing. Probably give him a call. Alright, man, you too. Alright. Alright, guys, it's ours. I PayPal'd the guy the money. It was a younger guy. I think it was his grandpa's work truck. But he said his grandpa got a flat tire one day and left the truck out here for the night, and then I guess he never ended up coming back for it. But yeah, we now own a 1996, I believe he said, Ford F-250. Or not he said, I believe that's what the VIN said. It's a 7.3 power stroke. It's a 4-wheel drive truck too, which is good because I didn't really feel like converting it. And then, yeah, it was an XLT like I predicted. Now we just gotta figure out how to get this thing home. The interior's actually pretty nice. Let me, is it unlocked? Yeah, it is. Now it's really shocking no one stole anything out of it. And you can see AM FM radio. Nice big seat and everything. I think it's a leather steering wheel. Oh man, this isn't a bad truck. I mean, I'm thinking I'm gonna restore this. We'll probably rip the steps off. Repaint it, obviously, and then we'll polish that all up. We might not polish the new paint; it'll glisten enough. New grill, maybe probably chrome, probably new headlights. That one, that's on. This thing's been sitting for 6 or 7 years. He said that was about right. That's about when I moved here. No way the battery would still be alive if that light's just on. Unless it's somehow got power to that one light. There's a wiring issue. One of the cab lights are on. No way that thing's got enough charge, but I'm probably going to have my buddy come pick it up with his rollback and trailer it to my little, what do you call it? It's not an airplane hangar, but it's a little, I'll think of the name later. But, it's like a, what do you say? Like an airplane hangar, but for a farm. But, yeah, I'm gonna go over to my buddy's house down the road and see if I can't get him to trailer this back to my house. And, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys when we finish that. Quonset. And technically it was an old airplane hangar because it does have a plane sitting next to it that came with it, but that's just like the shell of the plane. And, yeah, that was a runway. I heard they actually used it. But my buddy's going to use his truck in 30 minutes. He's going to drop it off here. So we got to get on Marketplace and see if we can't find some part listings. Alright guys, so it's been about an hour and a half, 2 hours of just me and my buddy on and off working on this thing, tearing it apart. We got the bumpers off, front doors, hood, and the grill and all that off. But he actually had a fresh diesel battery. We're going to have to try to run off one if we want to get this thing to start. But as you can see, there's the 7.3. Alright, here goes nothing. We got the one battery hooked up. Let's see if we can get this thing to crank. Oh, that was close. It actually tried to fire up. Ooh, we better replace the gas in case there's any water in it. 7.3, we're fine. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on. Dang it. Gotta try to keep it running. Come on. There we go. Should go into high on one. There we go. Just gonna let that sit there for a minute. Dang, it's alive. That started way easier than I thought it would. I thought we were gonna have to sit there for a minute with it. I thought it would start no matter what, but dang, that's awesome. This is gonna be a fun truck. We still gotta rip the ladder rack off, but I think I'm tempted to just hook a chain to the top of it and hook it to a tree and just run full speed forward if this thing will move. With its own power, that is. I don't really want to pull with my car to pull the rack off, but anyway. And that might actually tip the bed. In fact, I think we might take the bed off. We probably won't take the cab off, but we need to see if there's more rust. Anyway, let's see. I think there's a switch to make it idle down. It's probably just gotten left on. Let's see. What's this do? Alright, there we go. We got really lucky with the first one. Alright, I guess we're just gonna, let's see, so they're parked. Let's try it. Come on. Ooh, did not want to go into neutral. Just want to put my foot really hard on the brake and drive. It's in. I'll let this off slowly. No way. It's actually moving. Do we have brakes? Ooh, barely any. It's enough to get us down the road though. Get some gas here. Nah, we'll skate down the runway for now. I guess it's stripped apart. If Jeep guys can take their doors off, sure can OBS guys, I guess. Alright. I mean, it warmed up there for a minute. I'm just gonna get on a little bit here. Man, this thing is alive. That started up pretty well. I mean, I'm not surprised 7.3 things are like indestructible practically. Pretty much all old diesels are. But some say it's because they don't make enough power to break anything. Alright, we'll need to whip around here, and I think we'll save the four-wheel drive for another time, but I'm just gonna mat it. Shift. There we go. Shift. There we go. Jeez Louise, that was like 70 right there. 60. Whatever it was moving. Yeah, 60. 60 in a truck with barely any brakes. And the pedal just goes right to the floor in this thing. But that can be fixed. I got on Marketplace for a little bit. Think we might get a parts truck. I'm not sure though, just for this kind of front clip right here. And then I think that was the only spot. It's not a full parts truck, obviously. We were going to go take the parts off the parts truck. We might get a new gas tank because there's a little bit of rust in that one. But I think other than that, the truck's not even beat up. I got it for $7,000, so I guess if you want to call that good or bad, the way trucks are going right now, I feel like that's good for a running and driving truck. But yeah, I guess I don't know what we're gonna do next. We should probably get the tailgate off. Like I said, lift the bed off. Let's work on this bed rack, I guess. Alright, I know this is a terrible idea and we're probably going to end up ripping the bed off, but I have to chain hook up to the top of that, and then the giant steel bar on there, which is mounted to the frame, not just the doors. So I'm just going to get in here and mat it, and we'll try not to get killed by the chain flying through the back window. Anyway, here I have nothing, we're going to do a little bit of boosted launch. It is in park, isn't it? Yes, it was. Here we go. Oh! Oh! Gosh! Darn it! Oh! I knew that was a horrible idea. Oh! That probably just bent the frame too. Gosh darn, alright. Now I'm just mad. Come off, you dumb thing. Come on. Oh! Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for this one. Meanwhile, I'll be looking for a new bed for the OBS and possibly a new OBS that has a straight frame, if that frame's bent. Or I might be looking for a frame straightener. Anyway, yep. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye, guys.